Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge exterior wall sconce called the Banded with Top Plates. This is going to be the smallest one of the series, 35992. Let's get into details on this. This is 12.5 inches overall height. Width is going to come in at 6 inches. Projection from the wall out is 5 inches to the edge of the sconce. Mounting height is going to be 6.3 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your electrical outlet box. And I want to show you a little more information about that. How we're going to do that is if you're on the page for this on our site, HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right hand side of your screen, midway down, there's going to be a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So click on that and open that up for me. Those are the same sheets, the install sheets that are going to be in the box when you get this, and there's a lot of good information on that we're going to talk about. That's going to show you a couple things. It's going to show you a full parts list, so you'll see all the parts that are coming with this. There's no real putting together. It's just one solid piece. There's also going to be showing you how to put the glass in. Glass is going to be topped is going to be closed, so rain can't get in. Bottom is going to be open, so there's no bugs accumulating, which is a good thing. We'll get more into glass in just a little bit. The mounting height we talked about a second ago, 6.3. Some of you guys are going to have questions about, can I put this junction box higher or lower on the back plate? So that question, to answer that question, we're going to look at a couple photographs, or a photograph of this next to me here. So you'll see this is how all of the banded sconces back plates are set up, where you have the front plate and then you actually have a wall all the way around the back, with the back being open after that. So this is going to go open against your building, but that little wall going all the way around is going to form a box, which means that you can move those wires from the middle up to the top or down to the bottom. It's just a question of how are you going to attach this to your building if you are not attaching it to the junction box. Some people will literally screw it right into the building without a problem, but it's really up to you how you guys do that. I have used this in our showroom, and we don't use junction boxes on our displays, so I can do it, but that information is there for you to make that decision on your own, okay? Another little tidbit is when you are done putting this thing up, you want to run a small bead of clear silicone between the backplate edge and your building or your house, just so it's watertight and moisture is not going to leak back there. It's a good idea, okay? Hubbardton Forge says that this is going to be a BT15 100 watt max for a light bulb. So this was designed long before there were great LEDs out in the marketplace. You can still do the BT15 halogen if you want to. This is a little bulb hiding in a bigger bulb, 100 watt max, throws a ton of light, dims beautifully. However, almost all of you guys out there are going to be probably going into the world of LEDs like I am, or like we all are. So when you get into LEDs, you can still get an LED. This is an A19. This is an A19 incandescent bulb. This is the standard bulb size we all grew up with. So you can see it's the same size. I can find this bulb up to 100 watt equivalent online if I do a little digging out in the world. So you know you can get a lot of light out of this. The only caveat for an LED going into this fixture, it's not going to be about electricity or heat, because they don't generate a lot of heat. They don't draw a lot of current. It's about, can it get into the glass? And this glass right here, you can see this A19 perfectly fits inside without a problem at all, so you're good to go there. Another bulb you could use if you guys wanted to would be a T10. So a T10 T10 is commonly used in exit signs. It's kind of a shape of a hot dog, and you can get these in incandescent or LED. These generally max out at 60 watt equivalent, so you know, if you want to get the max light out of this, go for a traditional bulb. You know, there are other bulbs out there too you're going to run into. This is a phosphorus LED that's also the same size. You might be able to find this size, or this type of LED, up to 100 watt equivalent. There will just be more of those little lines in there. So you can get a lot of light out of this, what I'm trying to get into, without going into the world of a BT15 halogen. Okay? It's a dimmable fixture. If you want to dim it, make sure you buy a dimmable bulb. So if I am specifying these for somebody and we're talking about they're going to be putting them like on a back patio, maybe an enclosed porch, I'll suggest putting them on a dimmer. So if you put them on a dimmer, you can dim these things down to almost candlelight. So when you guys are sitting out there with your friends after dinner having coffee, you can create this really soft, nice ambient light. You don't have to have that harsh light coming down on you. But if you do need to have these, you know, brought up to do other things out there, you'll have that opportunity with a dimmer. Okay? So after that, why don't we quickly touch on Title 24 compliancy for California customers. So California says that if you're building a brand new building or renovation, you have to do California Title 24 compliant, which means that it's going to be this type of socket. It's a GU24 socket with a GU24 ball with the little prongs at the top, and it just clicks in just like that. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets, and custom things are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.